Okay, welcome everybody to this Leisure and Community Committee meeting on Monday the 19th of January. I'll just read this usual script out. Please note that this meeting has been recorded by the Town Council and where possible live streamed on YouTube. Please note that the recording device is sensitive and the live stream may be recorded by third parties, so do not say anything you do not want recorded. If necessary, I will direct all recording in the room and the live stream to be stopped. Generally, I want to avoid doing that, so we'll normally record everything except any item taken in closed session. Members of the public may also make their own recordings, but must follow our rules for doing so, including stopping recording when requested. Whilst we do not accept anonymous speaking in the public forum, members of the public who wish to speak but do not want their name published must please indicate this before saying your piece. Thank you. Right. Item 2, apologies for absence, please.
Chair, we have apologies from Mayor Cox and Councillor Mary Martin.
Lovely, thank you. Declarations of interest and requests for dispensation, maybe Louis?
So with the grant thing for the Haverhill Association, I mean, I've been invited to their event, so that's not an interest. I should declare it. No. Okay, thank you.
No. Minutes of the last meeting held on Monday the 11th of November. Assume you've all read them, so can I have a proposal for the Councillor Page, seconded Councillor Handler? All those in favour, please show. Right, in the progress of actions from the minutes not covered by this agenda, there's only one item, which is to do with the grant policy, which we've already done. Anyone got any comments at all? No. Okay. Public forum, there are no members of the public here, so we'll quickly move on to the manager's report, particularly the Arts Centre report.
Thank you. So you will have all received my report. I'll take it that everybody's read it and enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. There isn't really anything on there that I think is worthy of pulling out. Perhaps save the pantomime, because it's the first time that I've seen you all since we did the pantomime. So you will see from the report that we took most ever on the pantomime. Financially, it was the most successful so far. We extended the run, as you know, because I've mentioned that before. That certainly worked. The figures show that we played to, across the entire run, so from start to finish, the average was 87% capacity, so pretty good. And we had the local reviewers in, but also Cambridge Evening News and sort of slightly maybe larger newspapers, and we got universally excellent reviews. And the same from the public too, actually. Everybody seemed to love it. A nice touch this year was that we were able to get some locality grant money to pay for families and young people that wouldn't otherwise be able to come to the pantomime to come. So that was a really nice thing to be able to do. And
Was that councillor, the district councillor?
yes, it was district councillor and county councillor money combined. And so we are about to announce next year's, because we want to go hot on the tail of last year's success. So having just done Beauty and the Beast, we're going to do Snow White next. That's it really, I think. I don't think there's anything else.
Councillor Brown?
Yeah, well done this year, the team again done. Fantastic, all those sold out shows.
really going the right way, so, yeah,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Yeah, cheers, brilliant stuff.
Councillor Smith?
Yeah, again, well done that for a brilliant show. And everything else you put on, it's great to see the figures there. Obviously it's a longer run, but does that account for most of the extra takings or sales or?
No, I think we'd still be up if it was the same length of run, because the overall, when I said we played to 87%, that's much higher than last time. There was, I think, the report I gave you this time last year was perhaps below 70%, so we're definitely increasing all the time.
I just wanted to add my thanks, and I went to 3 pantomimes this year, one in Islington, one in Cambridge Arts Centre, and this was the best by far.
Oh, thank you.
And everyone said the same thing. Brilliant, well done.
Very good, thank you.
As somebody who filmed it umpteen times, personally I think I've filmed it 12 to 14 times, but watched most of them. I've never got bored. You know, even after 24 filming plus the dress rehearsals, I found it just very good. There was a little bit of ad-libbing, which is obviously when people forget lines and things, which was okay. I thought it was just very professional all the way through. I think it was a good job all round. You and I actually spoke about what we should show. It was interesting you decided on Snow White. I have heard a rumour it might not be Snow White and 7
We're not doing dwarfs.
dwarfs.
They're too expensive.
No, okay.
I am favouring.
But 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're going to name us now, are we?
When I was a district councillor, somebody said to me once, if you ever get bored in a meeting, just think about which dwarf each one of the other councillors is.
No, it was good. I think it really worked well post-Christmas as well. Yeah, the sales were a little bit down initially, but doing a promotion worked well. And I certainly think prior to Christmas, the backsides on seats was very high. You'd be interested to know what the average was before Christmas and post-Christmas as a comparison, because I think virtually every show was, if you had 2 or 3 seats left, that was it, which I thought was very good.
Bar takings were good as well.
And bar takings were good as well, yeah, there were. Some shows were good, some obviously not the ones where the kids were, the schools were in. I wouldn't expect them to be there, but yes. And I did do some analysis for Helen of ice cream and popcorn takings, but I'm not certain whether they were up or down particularly.
Ice creams were, they went through the roof.
Did they? Okay, I did do some figures, but I didn't do any more analysis. And obviously you got some other stuff here, Dan. Was there anything else? Sorry.
Yeah, I think it was the it was on the day that I went. The social media apparently, that's what I'm sort of I put it around, and I think on the day that I went, they had a bit where at the end where we could put our own cameras. We were allowed to film our cameras. And I think that really helped because I put it all around that bit, all around social media, and I saw others do exactly the same.
Yeah, no, everything you showed was the same.
Because I was obviously, because I went to the first one, and I pushed it all around social media, and even after that, people were putting that around. So I think that really helped. I don't know if, I don't think you can tell if the sort of people were buying tickets after that. I don't know if we can.
There was certainly
really
quite a
helped.
high percentage of fairly last minute booking, which is often social media driven because it's, people see it, it's instant, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'll send out a social media clip and you get a peak in sales quickly and then it dies again. And there was quite a lot of that relating to each social media push. So I think it does. And of course we know, don't we, that for instance Facebook is mainly people in their 30s. And of course, the pantomime is really geared for people who are, you know, have a couple of kids or, you know, whatever. And so it's exactly the right demographic for a pantomime. So it does work.
What also works was obviously it's like remarketing, you know, the one-to-ones with, you know, Sinead and all the other stars that are there.
Actually, Joe, can I ask if that bit, because I do apologise, this is the first time I've been, because the last 2 years I had to give my apologies, but does that happen every time we're allowed to do that last bit, the finale?
It happened every time this year. I added it into the script to make sure.
So it's the first time it's happened?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Because there's always been a bit of sort of argy-bargy about, you know, is it right to let people film and all that? And but I just think it's free publicity, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
So this time I didn't give them the choice because I put it in the script.
Really
So I
good.
said, you know, the bit when the kids come up at the end for the song sheet and all that, I wrote a speech that said, you know, every wedding and every party you've ever been to, everyone's always got their cameras out taking pictures, so this is no exception, so feel free. And as you say, people loved it. People loved that bit.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, and I thought the cast were really, really good. I mean, obviously we had a thing with Holly damaging herself, but they were very reactive to the audience as well, which was good.
Yeah, the mayor liked it. He was very reactive. He was sitting next to me. Yeah,
Oh,
he was joining in everything.
No, no, it wasn't.
There was also obviously unplanned, but there was a full fire evacuation.
And that went very
Which
well.
went very well, very swift,
Oh, brilliant.
and all totally under control. And I think particularly Ricky was entertaining the crowd while they're waiting to come back in the building.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough, because we won't actually do this on there, because yes, you might work out where the smoke came from.
Yes, that's right, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I only filmed the camera kept rolling during the thing, so I didn't really see too much, but yes, it was good.
The other last thing to mention on the pantomime is that for the first year ever, we qualified for the UK Pantomime Awards because we extended the run. So we hit the minimum number of performances and the minimum number of seats on sale to qualify to enter. So I invited the judges to come and they came. So, you know, fingers crossed, we may pick up a nomination or two, you never know. But it would be nice to think we might.
Well, I think it was mentioned actually, a friend of mine went to whatever it was, sort of the arts thing in Cambridge. Was it Sleeping Beauty or something like that?
Beauty.
Yeah, they definitely voted for this one. Far, he said, at least double the quality.
That's good. Well, for less than half the money.
Yeah.
Great.
But tickets were £35 a head or something like that.
Yeah.
Anything else at all on Dan's report? No, he has to rush off. So. No?
Thank you,
Dan?
Dan. Thanks, Dan.
Pleasure.
Right, let's move on to, well actually it probably is a little bit down, but right back. 8B, creative participation.
Yeah, that should have been, that was
No,
leftover from.
I thought it was, yeah, because there's nothing in the report.
No.
So we'll move on to 7 Charlie, then Youth Skills Manager. That's Karen and her team. Obviously, again, the report, comprehensive as usual. Any comments at all on it?
Once again, just passing that thanks. What you and the team do.
Yeah, good examples as well from who she helped. Really good.
I think, Joe, it's worth saying that what you're seeing here also is the activity of the youth skills. We're looking at taking up the slack that is available by changes in the opening times of the soft play so that we're being able to retain staff, but also actually generate different income streams as well.
And then comments on that. Okay, let's move on then to Delta Design Manager Sandra and the team. As Connie just said, the opening hours have changed now to Thursday to Sunday rather than Wednesday to Sunday. I know it's only been a couple of weeks, but it's interesting. I think the figures seem to be showing a little bit up, I would say. I know it is. Yeah, I was looking at them last night. I think they're generally as a weekly income. They go. Unfortunately, my program broke at year end, which analyses entrance fees, which I need to reprogram. So
this is a better quarter anyway.
I did it anyway.
Someone was saying the other day that the one down at the leisure centre must be closed or something.
They've got lots of problems.
Yeah, some issues.
Things not working.
Yeah, so
lighting.
It's all wasn't good. Yeah.
Lack of investment by the sounds of things.
No,
Well,
it's not true.
It's very
Yeah.
tired,
Yeah.
I don't go in there, but
Is it overtime, do you know?
I've had reports of various issues, not just that down there, so I don't know what's going on. That whole thing around showers and loos last year down there, so.
and obviously we've got the associated with that is obviously the youth work, the stuff that they do there. Again, a lot of, you just don't know what goes on behind the scenes most of the time. Any comments on any of those two? No? Okay, thank you again to them.
There was the
community wardens.
Apologies.
I'm shooting it off. You saw this afternoon the community wardens, what they've been doing. Which is very nice to see the report. Obviously Christmas and everything and New Year in the way and
Really good stuff, so.
they haven't been brilliant, but any comments on that? No? Okay, let's get on to item 8, the grant request, which is the Cultural Society of Haverhill, who would like £2,000 from us. Well, you really, I don't want you reading it out because it's all there. A long description of what they've been doing, what they're planning to do. Any comments, please? Councillor Smith.
Yeah, well, I support, there's just one thing that says on about not, accounts, end of year accounts or something, or
They're brand new.
They're back in.
Okay, so it's not needed, okay. Yeah, I mean, we've seen a few events now, and they've certainly have to be invited to their events as well, so I think what they do is brilliant. I think it brings a bit more colour to the town, a bit of diversity. I think that can only be good for the town. They've been doing a lot of things already, as I say, but then they haven't asked for any money for it, so, and it's not, some of the things they do are not cheap to put on.
Yeah, I mean, I do know the location over in India. Are we going to get them doing anything on the food festival?
Oh, well, I should imagine so, yes. Yeah. They're extremely
I just
enthusiastic.
like their food.
Yeah.
Councillor Brown.
Were they the ones at the church for Christmas? Yeah, they were really, really good.
I think that was actually Maida Lee.
people.
There's one that concentrates more on the kind of cultural side, one more on the kind of community side of things. But it is actually the same community.
Right, yeah.
But it's a massive community. There's no place that they could, it's a bit like University of Third Age. There's no actual venue big enough to take everybody. So they've kind of split up a little bit.
It's
the same.
all sorts of things, classes and whatever, isn't
They're doing loads and loads of things. Yeah, they were at the away fun day,
Mm.
take part in that as well.
It's interesting because they are sort of, not sort of, I'm not going to say it's a religion-based thing, but I'm just, I mean it is, but it's, I know from a fact from having served many years with Indian seafarers, it's, you know, a lot of them come from those areas, and they're always nice people. And also, the thing I liked about this one was the whole thing is 7,800, but 5,800 of that is they've already worked that, you know. It's not somebody who's come to us and says, I want 100% of your, you know, thing. So, anyone, any comments?
I was just saying, it's not so much religious as a cultural thing.
It's cultural.
It's across different religions.
But it tends to be a religious area, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. Propose? Second.
So who was
Councillor Brown.
Sure.
I do know how to say it. All those in favour of this show? Thank you very much. Grants not accepted.
Yeah, so under the new policy, you've asked that officers do a triage and try and get stuff approved. This particular one was a allotment association that was asking for £20.25, basically for us to pay for the hire of the Clements Community Centre. But their accounts, they've got £1,200 in the bank, and they had a surplus of £300 in the financial year. I couldn't really see why the taxpayers should subsidise a room they can easily afford. It's only £20, and it seemed rather strange to even bother asking.
So, do we have a minimum amount they can apply for?
No, there's no minimum amount they can apply for. But it just, I mean, if they had nothing in the bank, it would be a different matter. But
Yeah, I'm just wondering why 2025 seems to...
well, they wanted us to. They basically, it was to fund the £13.50 an hour for an hour and a half for them to hire the Clements Community Centre. But they've got loads of money, so.
Wouldn't we have probably done it anyway under the, you know, the grant of the...
That's for the arts centre. So, but that, again, that's
That's what we covered Clement as well.
the thing is it has. If we're going to say to everybody that it doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank, here you are.
Yeah, I agree.
We'll pay for the Clements. So we might as well just make the Clements free and save the administration.
Probably spent £20 filling the form.
I'm surprised with application. Normally they would come to the orders as the board members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes, that's it. Obviously, that's the first one. I mean, is that the kind of thing you expect officers to do?
Yeah, definitely.
That's a good example.
And also the other way around, they check for £20,000.
Yeah, we'll probably read that out.
Right, grant secret reports, explore outdoors, the summer and October things, you presumably saw those. The usual thing, I was a little bit disappointed with some one, we only had 60% turnout for Haverhill on the summer one. But the October one we actually...
So we don't actually fund
No,
summer.
the one we contribute to was 90% on the adventure days and 100% on the other one, which is good.
I think the summer one, our percentage was very similar to a lot of the other places anyway, wasn't it? It seemed to be...
Oh yeah, it
It
wasn't...
was only one,
No,
100%, that's because only one person, I think, isn't it?
yeah.
Was it Eccles? Was it another one?
I was quite interested in that.
So it's 120% of one of them as well.
I know.
They had 6 people in there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's just...
Any comments on either of those at all? Councillor Brown?
No, it's just kind of a general comment around the grants, etc. Was down at the Army, it's Quinn, Mayor Joe Mason the other day, and they weren't really aware that there were grants, I don't think, some of the people we talked to. So I just raised sort of a bit more general thing around, do we publicise enough that there's grants, you know, to other groups. I hate what it is, I just hate to think there's little groups struggling and we potentially help them out, you know.
That's interesting, because I actually had a conversation with them
Yeah,
just before Remembrance,
yeah,
and they were getting their figures together to apply to a grant to the town council.
yeah. I suppose who is, who he talks
Whereas
to.
that person I mentioned to you,
No, it wasn't.
he said, I'm looking after the grants.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyway,
so
the point is,
But the point is,
yeah, the bigger question, yeah, the bigger point is, yeah.
Lost it. Free food one, we've only just given them a grant, but they were, obviously they were trying to explain why things didn't work out, which I thought that's very nice, because normally a lot of people, we don't necessarily get reports that quickly. That's a problem. And then finally, the members of gold one.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the amount that they had to raise.
Members of gold.
Yeah. There's no windows, is there, in that where they are as well?
In the leisure centre.
Yeah, where they are.
No, they took over the
My
old.
wife's been doing volunteering up there. God, dear.
Well,
Paying that amount of money for that sort of room is...
who owns it?
God,
Maybe that needs to be looked into. Councillors, how much are we charging these groups? And not fixing things by the sound of things either as well.
It's a wonder they can find the money, but they do. Shocked, must admit.
There was obviously Vicky sent out the analysis of the grant requests showing we got, lost it, where is it? Up here?
Yeah.
It's always a bit, because it says total balance, it's not quite strictly true.
So it's one above it, 15,000.
50,000. That's fine, it is. So I'm just trying to see if we've got the check. That's not 5 to 1.
That's the first page, is the
The last page. That's fine. No, I didn't print. This is the right page. Is this the right report? This is 2018-19.
It's all the same sheet.
Is it multiple sheet? Did I just print one page? I didn't expect it to come out A4, A3. No, it doesn't matter. It's, I just thought I mentioned it. It's there. You can see it.
Yeah, according to this, there is 3,000.
3,000. I didn't think it was that something.
That's after the go.
That's all right. Okay, why didn't it print? No. Anyway, hey ho. Right, item 11, working party civic didn't meet on the, I think it was the 5th, yeah, 5th. Did we get any minutes of committee?
Did I ping those round?
No, I can ask you earlier on.
No, sorry, I meant to do that.
No, okay.
Then it doesn't.
In that case, we can't do about the committee events, right?
Carriage forwards.
Date of next meeting then is Tuesday the 3rd of March, unless I've got anything, and I'll close the meeting at...
Where's your watch? Is that gone?
I've got to multitask.